Hi guys and welcome back. My name is Svetozar. That's another class of English at Amilingo. So today is Friday, the last day of the working week. I guess you got tired a little bit after working for the whole week, but I do hope that you have got very interesting plans for the weekend. And here is Jenny. Hello to you, Jenny.
Hi, Svetozar. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear, and I could see you for a second.
Yeah.
So your camera does work. You just don't want to let
Yeah, it worked because I'm calling from the phone.
from Poland.
Yeah.
I see. So how are things going there in Poland?
They're pretty good. Pretty good.
Anything interesting to share with me? I mean, about your classes of Polish, about your nephew, and maybe something new. Meeting.
Actually, nothing new. I'm trying to learn Polish. I'm trying to get acquainted with this town. It's pretty nice. Everything's clean.
Very nice.
A bit like Germany.
Have you met any interesting people there? I mean, new interesting people.
Yeah. I have my group in the university. They are pretty interesting people, like 20 people from different countries.
Huge group, I guess, 20 people.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, is it easy to organize a class for 20 people?
What?
I believe it is not very easy for teachers.
Could you repeat?
I believe that it is not very easy for teachers to organize a class for 20 people, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's the problem in university, not of a teacher, I think. But anyway, yeah, the lectures are nice.
Anyway, well, glad to hear again. So, hope you will you participate in the class?
I'm not gonna participate. I just started it, and I will go to my group again because I'm actually at the moment I'm not at home. I'm with my group.
Really?
With my friends from university.
What time is it there?
What?
What time is it there now in Poland?
Let me see.
Well, it is not that.
It's 8 o'clock, 8:20.
8 p.m.
Yeah.
Are you still at university, or you have some fun with your?
No. I'm in center of Warsaw.
I can see you now.
Yeah.
Good.
Let me see. I cannot show you Poland. Oh, now I can see.
That is your car, isn't it? Very nice.
No, it's not mine. It's too old.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of a virtual trip. Very good. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Have a nice class in English and see you soon.
A lot. Thank you. Have a nice weekend as well.
Yeah, you too. Всем привет и всем пока. Люба, привет.
Why is that Russian? No Russian.
Okay, no Russian.
Golden rule.
Okay, see you guys.
See you. Have a nice evening. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, good. So, hi everyone. Hi guys. So glad to see you all here in my class. So, how are you feeling, Luba?
I'm great, thank you. And you? What about you? What about others?
Well, as for me, well, I am pretty good, thank you. Just a little bit tired, you know, the week has been tough, a lot of classes, and I feel, I don't know, very sleepy and really looking forward to the weekends. But I understand that I will have to get ready for the following week as well, and I have some plans and a lot of things to do. And however, I feel good. Thanks for asking. What about you guys? Alexander.
Hello, I'm fine, but a little tired after work week.
After the working week. Okay. Do you have any plans for the weekend, Alexander? Are you gonna sleep all the day, or 2 days, or maybe go out and see your friends, or I know, well, maybe your family?
This weekend is going to be warm. Maybe less time in this year, and I'm planning
to go out.
Riding horse.
Really? Wow, fantastic! You're planning to ride a horse. It sounds just marvelous. Be sure to take a picture of you riding a horse, okay? Do you have anyone? Is there anyone who can take a picture of you?
Of course. Last time I didn't find a photographer. That's why I can't ride horse, but tomorrow I have a photographer.
So there will be a photographer. Very good. So if I were there, I would certainly take a picture of you, but unfortunately I'm not there. So that's a very good piece of news. So be sure to do that, Alexander, and then I do hope that you will share photos with everyone. Good. Okay, we have some new students, and let's greet them. Julia, hello to you. Can you hear me?
Hello. Hello.
Well, is it the first time you were at Amilingo?
No, it's the second time.
Have you been to my class? Yeah.
Yes. I was on Tuesday.
Are you?
We spoke about horse. Sorry.
Are you the Julia who speaks French?
Yes, little bit I speak French.
Okay, I remember you now. Cool. So how are you feeling, Julia?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I slept all the day.
Really? Lucky you
I
are.
have a good term now for the night.
I see.
I have many work this week. This weekend.
This week.
I need to draw because I'm studying in the school for iconography.
Sounds interesting.
I have many work.
Wow. That's
much drawing and painting.
okay. What about your horse? How is your?
He's very good. He eaten so much. He don't work.
Doesn't work. Well, yeah.
But
doesn't work well. He's on vacation. Well, I know why Alexander has finally decided to ride a horse. He met Julia somewhere. They live not far from each other, I guess. No, Alexander, is it that?
Oh, it's a good.
Maybe Julia can give me some advice before I ride in horse.
Yeah. Will you give any advice to how to ride a horse? How
I know. You need to have a very strong character.
You need to be, very firm, decisive.
Yes.
You need to let the horse feel that you are, more powerful than the horse is. So to control him, well, you can say it, but I don't know. I don't really like calling animals it, but it's English rule. So if it's an animal, it is it. So to control the horse, you should feel you're sure in yourself, Alexander. So try to do your best. I think you can do that. So don't worry, that'll be fine.
I hope so.
Okay, so welcome back, and let's greet new students. So let's see, Katya. Hello to you.
Hello.
Well, is it the first time you are here at the English journey?
Yes.
I
first time in here.
Okay, it's Amilingo. Good. And where do you come from, Katya?
I'm from Minsk, Belarus.
Okay, so nice to meet you, Katya. Will you tell us a few words about yourself? Are you studying? I guess you are studying. Where are you studying? What are your interests and these things like that?
I study at the university. I learning programming. My hobby is dancing.
Oh.
I like traveling. I learn English because I I like travel very
much.
Very much.
Traveling. Okay, very nice. Do you have a possibility to travel a lot?
Yes.
How often do you travel, and how far do you go? Do you visit European countries? Have you been to Latin America, to Japan, perhaps?
I will be in Spanish.
In Spain.
In Spain, in Portugal.
You mean you will, or you have already been there?
I I will.
So in the future.
N-
So you can say I have been to Spain,
I have been in
to
Spain,
and to
in
Portugal. Yeah,
Portugal,
Portugal. Okay.
Portugal, in Germany,
So yeah. Okay, good.
in Poland, in Lithuania, Vilnius.
Mm. Okay, so talking about countries and the construction is I have been to. I have been to Spain, to Germany, to Portugal. Okay, so the preposition is to. Very good. So you're a lucky one. I haven't visited any foreign countries so far, so I would say that I envy you a little bit. I hope that I will travel a little bit later, and we'll also have such a possibility to see different countries, meet different people, and practice English and French as well. Good. So you're very welcome, Katya. Nice to meet you again. And we have Yura. Well, I remember I have met Yura before. Am I right?
Yes, on Tuesday I was.
Okay, so Yura, how are you? How are things with you?
I'm feeling great since it is a Friday. Friday it's a nice day. Yes,
Nice day.
I think that I have a big plans on this weekends. I'm going to cinema on this weekends, and I want to meet my friends, and I'm going to visit a museum.
Cool. Sounds great. A lot of plans for the weekends. Nice.
Yes.
A rich program, juicy program, I would say. Very nice. Okay. Lua, what about you? What are your plans for this weekend? Are you going out with your family? Because I know that you usually like to have a walk, especially if it's a weekend. So.
Yes, I just walk in the afternoon with my daughter. Nothing special. This weekend I have nothing special. It's a little bit cold now. We have snow flying on our streets. Yes.
Nice. I like snow. I really like snow, especially when it is the first snow. I'm just happy because I don't know why, but I've liked snow since my childhood. And I remember when I was small, every time when it was the first time I could see snow, in winter. Well, usually it happens in the morning. So I woke up and I saw, the snow in the window, and I was just happy, crazy, and calling my sister to go out, to play snowballs, to make a snowman, to do things like that. Just I don't know. It was always associated for me with kind of fairy tale, New Year, present, bird tree, this kind of stuff. And I still like snow. Well, of course, I cannot say there is the same feeling, but anyway, when I see the first snow every year, that inspires me somehow. I don't know why. And I hope that will be this way later, because when people get older, well, they lose this childish perception, and that's not very joyful and a little bit sad. So there is one phrase by Federico Fellini, and I really like it very much. So whatever happens, try to keep that childish innocence. So don't lose the childish innocence, despite everything, despite problems, despite stress, sadness, dramas, things like that. Okay, so
you will. Sorry, I just wanted to add something. Probably you will live out like a second childhood when you have your own baby, yes, together with.
Sorry, Riva, I can hear you. You have your what?
So when you will have your baby, you will like live out the second childhood, so to say.
Exactly. Sure.
Yes, you will enjoy everything with him or her together.
Exactly.
It's really great.
Yeah, moreover, I like kids. I like children very much, and if it is my kid, so I guess it will be just awesome. Okay, that's right. Good. So that's it. Actually, the topic of our today's class isn't painting. I'm very sorry. I got mistaken. It's just last week we had a painting class. I mean, we watched a video dedicated to painting, and then when I was filling in the description of my classes, I got mistaken. So today we'll watch another video, and the topic is gardening. So anyway, it's gardening. You know, gardening. To do. Well, it will be interesting as well. I hope for you, since it will be a video. I'll relate it somehow to gardening. Before watching the video, as usual, we will have a warming up activity. So first, we will play kind of a game. We will try to solve 3 riddles. You know what riddle is? A riddle. Who knows what a riddle is? Riddle. A riddle. It is a kind of a, you know, task to be solved. A kind of a puzzle, if you wish. So I will give you the description, and your task will be just to guess, to find the solution, to find the answer. For example, I say, it's a fruit, it is round, it can be red, yellow, and green. Apple, that's right. So it's a kind of a riddle. Well, just I have simplified a little bit, and I have given you a very simple example. These riddles are gonna be a little bit tricky. So your task will be to find to solve it. So let's just try, and you will understand what I mean. So first I will read it out, then I will send the text of it, so you will have a possibility to read it, and then you will give me your ideas. So the first riddle is as follows. Listen carefully. In a one-story pink house, there was a pink person, a pink cat, a pink fish, a pink computer, a pink chair, a pink table, a pink telephone, a pink shower. Everything was pink. What color were the stairs? Well, here is the text. You can read it in the chat. Once again, in one-story pink house, there was a pink person, a pink cat, a pink fish, a pink computer, a pink chair, a pink table, a pink telephone, a pink shower. Everything was pink. What color were the stairs? You know what stairs is? Who can explain what stairs is? What is stairs?
The way we use for
To go up.
to go up. Yes.
That's it. Well, kind of a way up that we use to go up. To go on the second floor, on the first floor, and so on. So, do you have any ideas?
Pink.
That would be too ezy if the
It's too
color was
easy or too difficult.
Sorry?
I said it's too easy or too difficult.
It is rather simple. Just read carefully, and you will get.
What color was the stairs, no?
What color were the stairs? No, the stairs, the staircase. What were the stairs? What color were the stairs?
I suppose something wrong with the verb was and were, no?
No, nothing's wrong. Everything's correct. No. It is not about the grammar part. It's about, you know, some words that are included in the description. So, any ideas besides the color pink? Nope.
One story.
Oh yeah, one story pink. Yeah. You are very close. You are looking in the right direction, in the right place. So time is over.
Probably the answer is stairs. The stairs is another one story, no?
Sorry, what is the answer?
The stairs is another one story about the stairs, not? No? It's not the same story.
I'm afraid I don't get what you mean. Will you please clarify a little bit?
I mean, something wrong is with what one story, no?
Nothing's wrong, but it's about it. So the right answer is that there weren't any stairs because it's a
One
house.
story.
One story.
So
Yes.
there are no stairs in the house. It's one-story house. One-story house. That means that just one story, one floor.
Only one floor.
That's it. So there is no story, and there are no stairs in it. That's the right answer. Is that clear? Katya?
Yes.
Katya, is that clear for you? Because I can see that you are thinking a little bit and trying to guess. What's that? I don't understand. Katya?
Yes.
Is it clear? So, you know what stairs means?
I think stairs is pink color.
No. Well, stairs. You know what is stairs? Stairs are, it's a kind of a way to go up. If there are like 1 story, 2 story, 3 story, and it is just 1 story house. So there are no stairs. That is why, well, no color, because there are no stairs. That is the right answer. Clear? No, it's not clear. Okay, come on. That is easy to understand. Yulia, what about you? Have you understood?
A little bit. I understood that this is house. The stairs absent.
Yeah, exactly. So they're absent because it is 1 story. 1 story means like, 1 story.
Okay,
two
story
story,
in house.
three
Yes.
story. That's it. Okay. So let me give you another riddle. Okay, just a second. Okay, so first I will type it for you and paste it. So the second riddle for you. A dad and his son were riding their bikes and crashed. 2 ambulances came and took them to different hospitals. The man's son was at the operating room and the doctor said, "I can't operate on you. You are my son." How is that possible? Both the man and his son got in different hospitals, but when the son was in the operating room, the doctor said, "I can't operate on you. You are my son." How is that possible? Any ideas?
It's a grandfather. Grandfather maybe.
But
With
how
doctor.
can be grandfather operating his son? I mean, well, there was the boy, like younger man, and a man. So in the operating room, it was not an elder man, but his son. The younger one was in the operating room.
Man, son. Okay.
So how is that possible? Any ideas? Alexander?
No.
No ideas. Yura?
Because Dad has 2 sons, no?
But anyway, how could the father, be in an operating room when he was in another hospital because he got injured in the accident as well?
I don't know. Maybe it is not. I don't know how I said this. It is not a bloody relatives. Yes.
Well, but here is sure like you are my son. That means that he is his son. Or I don't know. Well, there is the doctor's son. That is doctor's son. But father is injured and he's in the hospital. Luba, any ideas?
No ideas.
Well,
Probably it's
Yulia,
another one. Some.
Yulia was rather close to the right answer, but a little bit wrong anyway. So, any other ideas, Katya?
Sorry. That is a father. Yes.
I'm sorry? Yulia? Will you repeat, please? I haven't got.
like to ask you, the dad, it means father, and
Yeah,
his
yeah,
son.
that is
Yes?
yeah, exactly, indeed. So, Katya, do you have any ideas?
I don't know.
Okay, guys, come on. I want you to think a little bit to find the right answer. So, no ideas, Luba?
No, maybe is that will be not native father.
Nope. The doctor is his mom.
Yes. Yes.
That's it.
It's
So
so
the
easy.
doctor is his mom, his mother. So, well, here is doctor, but it's not about he and a father, okay? Well, the answer is rather easy, isn't it? Okay, good. And the last one, rather easy. I guess you will guess it. I guess you will guess it. I believe you will solve it. So, what goes up when rain comes down? What goes up when rain comes down? The last riddle for today, and then we'll jump into our topic. So, what goes up when rain comes down? What goes up when rains come down? So, any ideas? Come on, that's easy one.
The people go to the house.
People come back home, but it doesn't mean that there is something that goes up.
Maybe my answer.
Yes?
Maybe umbrellas.
Exactly, that's right. An umbrella goes up, and when rain comes down. That's right. Well done, Alexander. So you have won. You have become the champion of this riddle championship. Good. Okay, thank you for trying your best and thinking over the right answers. Good, guys. So now I would like you to ask questions on the topic. As I said before, the topic of this class is not painting, but gardening. So I'd like to ask you some questions about gardening. What kind of gardening do you like? Just the first question is, do you like gardening? Yura, do you like gardening?
Gardening.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that I like gardening.
Okay. Do you have? Do you often have a possibility to do gardening? Is there a garden in your family? You have a country house with a garden?
Yeah, I have relatives, and sometimes I visit there, and relatives have a garden, and sometimes I visit relatives.
I see. Okay, so you sometimes go to your relatives and they make you work in their garden.
Yes, I help them.
You help them. Well, do you enjoy doing it, or it's a kind of obligation for you?
I think it's not enjoying for me, but I must do it.
I must do it.
Yes, I must do it.
Without.
Yes, because in village we must do hard work. Because if you don't work, you don't have food. So it is very important to work in the village.
Okay, so we can say it's more an obligation for me than pleasure. I have just typed in the chat.
Yes.
Will you please say it?
Oh, it is
in the chat. Can you see the chat? I have typed in the chat.
It's more an obligation for me than pleasure.
I see. Okay. Well, more obligation than pleasure, but still it's useful since you have some vegetables from there, some fruit as well. Okay. Luba, what about you? Do you have a possibility to do some gardening?
Yes, I have. My grandma has a garden, and I help her with walking there, and I really like it. It's more pleasure for me than obligation. It's like composing of walking, of like necessary, not necessary.
Combine of the necessity and pleasure.
Yes, really.
So it's combining of necessity and pleasure for me. Will you please say it?
It's like compounding of necessary.
Combining.
Combining of.
Let me.
But I wanted to say it's like combining of.
I have just typed it in the chat.
Profit. You combining of profit and it's pleasure to do it, like physical exercise.
Okay.
I find it's more useful than to walk in a sport hall. It's more useful to walk on the garden.
Yeah, you're right. So that can be also good for your health.
Yes, really.
Yeah.
And the natural products are better.
Okay. Very good.
Supermarkets one.
I see. Okay, thank you for sharing. Yulia, is there a flower store near your house? I mean, some shop or stall where you can buy some flowers or maybe seeds to plant flowers in your garden.
Yes, I have a flower in my garden, and in our village, I have many land, and we try to learn my horse to plow with a plug. Do you understand me?
Well, trying to understand. Okay. So you have
to plow with plug, пахать.
You make a horse work the ground, yeah?
We try to learn my horse to teach. Yes, because she doesn't want to work, and I invite. Yes.
Loud. That is
invite some man. I pay for him, and he's a teacher of my horse for teaching to plow. With
Who's the teacher?
It's very difficult to teach my horse.
I see. So he refuses to work. He refuses to plow the ground. So he's lazy bones. I see. Yes. Well, okay, good, interesting. That. Thank you for sharing. And okay, what about you, Katya? Do you have a garden in the family? Do you help your family to work in there?
Yes, my family have a garden in village. My grandfather and grandmother are working in garden.
They work in the garden. I see. And how often do you help them? Twice a year, every month, or twice a week? How often do you help your grandparents do some gardening?
They work all summer months.
Every month?
All summer months.
So they work there during all the summer. And do you come to help them?
Yes.
I see. Is it obligation for your pleasure? Do you like gardening, Katya?
Yes, I like
gardening.
Helpful my grandfather and grandmother.
You can say just I like helping my grandparents.
Helpful my grandparents.
I see. Okay, good. Alexander, what about you? Do you have such a possibility to help anyone, or maybe to work in your own garden?
No, we have sold our garden some years ago, and I hate gardening.
Why do you hate gardening?
Because all my childhood, my parents made me do gardening.
Made me garden there, or made me work in the garden?
Made me work in the garden, yes.
Okay, so that is
And some times ago, I became happy.
You got happy. You got rid of that hateful.
Yes.
I don't know how to call it, hateful stuff. I see. Okay, so now we will watch a video. But no. Before we start watching, I'd like to ask you some more questions, and I have planned to read a little text. So the video will be somehow about gardening, but it also will be about Thomas Jefferson. You know who Thomas Jefferson is? Who knows anything about Thomas Jefferson? Oh, we have a new student. Aidana, hello to you.
Musician.
Not really. Aidana, just a second. Let's greet a new student, because a new student has just joined our little company and has just left. So, who is Thomas Jefferson? Any ideas?
Maybe it is us.
Sorry?
Maybe it is a writer.
A writer, perhaps. Okay, any other ideas? So it is the 3rd president of the United States. And so this video will be somehow about him. And that is why I want us to read a little bit about Thomas Jefferson, just some interesting facts about his life. And after that we will start watching the video. But first things first, I will share my screen with you and we will read a little bit. So here we go. A second, let me get it a little bigger for you. So there is Thomas Jefferson. Let's read a little bit about him. So there is the photo of his and some facts of his life. So Luba, will you please start reading?
Thomas Jefferson is known as founding father. Just a second.
Can you see?
I will fix my screen. As a founding father of the United States, he is most famous for writing the Declaration of Independence.
Go on.
Growing up, Thomas grew up in the English colony of Virginia. His parents, Peter and Jane, were wealthy landowners. So Thomas enjoyed reading, exploring nature, and playing the violin. When he was just 11 years old, his father died. He inherited his father's large estate and began to manage it at the age of 21. Thomas attended the College of William and Mary in Virginia. There he met his mentor, a law professor by the name of George Wythe. He became interested in law and would later decide to become a lawyer.
Very good. Thanks a lot for reading. Perfect. Good. Thanks a lot. Let's continue. Well, next passage. Before he became president. So, Katya, will you please read?
Before he became president, Thomas Jefferson had a number of jobs. He was a liar.
No, he wasn't a liar. He was a lawyer.
Lawyer who studied and practiced law. He was a farmer and manager his vast
estate.
And he was a politician who served as a member of Virginia's
legislature.
Legislature.
Okay, thank you. So here, let's just a second. Studied, practiced, and managed. Okay, so not practice it or manage it, but practiced and managed. Okay, Katya.
Okay.
Good. So don't forget about that. Thank you for reading. Well, Yura, will you please continue? By the 70s.
By the 1770s, the American colonies, including Jefferson's Virginia, began to feel they were being unjustly treated by their British rulers. Thomas Jefferson became a leader in the fight for independence and represented Virginia at the Continental Congress.
Okay. Yes. Thank you for reading. Well, next passage. Well, just a second. Julia, will you please continue? Writing the Declaration of Independence.
During the Second Continental Congress, Jefferson was tasked, together with John Adams and Benjamin Franklin, to write the Declaration of Independence. This document was to state that the colonies considered themselves free from British rule and were willing to fight for that freedom. Jefferson was the primary author of the document and wrote the first draft. After incorporating a few changes from the other members of the community, they presented it to the Congress. This document is one of the most treasured documents of the history of the United States.
Okay, thank you for reading. Okay, treasured documents, meaning like most valuable documents. So thank you. During and after the Revolutionary War. Okay, so Alexander, your turn to read.
Jefferson held a number of political positions during and after the war, including U.S. Minister to France.
Including U.S., okay?
Including U.S. Minister to France, Governor of Virginia, the first Secretary of State under George Washington, and Vice President under John Adams.
Okay. Go on, Alexander. Jefferson presidency.
Jefferson became the third President of the United States on March 4, 1801.
You can say 1801.
1801. One of the first things he did was try to reduce the federal budget, moving power back into the hands of the states. He also lowered taxes, which made him popular to many people.
That's it, okay. How did he die? So, just a second. Will you please read how did he die?
Okay, Jefferson became sick in 1825. His health grew worse, and he finally passed away on July 4.
On the 4th of July.
On the 1st of July, 1826. It is an amazing fact that he died on the.
It is an amazing fact.
That he died on the same day as his fellow founding father John Adams. Even more amazing is that they both died on the 50th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence.
That's it. And some interesting facts about Thomas Jefferson. So, Luba, will you please read them?
Jefferson was also an accomplished architect. He designed his famous home at
Monticello.
Monticello, as well as buildings for the University of Virginia. He had 9 brothers and sisters. The White House was called the presidential mansion. At the time when he lived there, he kept things informal, often answering the front door himself. The U.S. Congress purchased Jefferson's book collection in order to help him get out of debt. There were approximately 6,000 books, which became the start of the Library of Congress. He wrote his own epitaph for his tombstone. On it, he listed what he considered his major accomplishments. He did not include becoming President of the United States.
That's an interesting thing to be noticed, that on his tombstone, he listed what he considered his major accomplishments were, but he didn't include becoming President of the United States. Sorry. Thanks.
What does it mean? The third sentence, often answering the front door himself. What does it mean?
Well, he wasn't afraid, of being killed, and he didn't have servants to open door for him. So he did it on his own. The front door, of the house. So he did it on his own. He answered the front door. That means
it's not like idiom. Yes, it's
no, just
it's clear.
Well, he did it on his own. If someone knocked at the door, or if someone called, so he just went downstairs perhaps and opened the door himself. He didn't need any servants or doorman to do that for him. That's it. Okay. Good. Thanks for the question and thanks for reading. So, major accomplishments. What does it mean, accomplishment? How do you understand the word an accomplishment? Do you have any ideas, Alexander?
No.
Okay, who has any idea what the word accomplishment might mean?
Accomplishment maybe what he do.
What important he did. So accomplishment is something important you do or you did. So in his tombstone, he listed what he considered his major accomplishments were. Like, for example, I don't know, I haven't seen it, but it can be, I don't know, he gave birth to children. He he was the author of the Declaration of Independence and things like that. So it's something that a person can be proud of, and I would like to ask you, what are your accomplishments for this moment? What are things that you can be proud of? Is there anything that you can be proud of? You know what it means to be proud of? Who doesn't know? Don't know? Please tell me. So to be proud of.
I don't know. Proud.
Yeah.
Proud of.
So Yura, what are you proud of?
Proud of. I don't know what is it.
You don't know what it means to be proud of. Okay, who can explain?
Yeah.
Oh, Valeri is here. Hello, Valeri. Good evening.
Hello, Svetozar.
How are things with you?
Oh, things are so-so, I would say.
What happens?
Oh, maybe I've overworked, and so now I feel like lying and relaxing. But I opened my iPad and I saw that your class was on, so I decided to join.
Okay, thanks for joining.
And participate in your class.
Great. Well, we are very welcome, and I do understand that it's Friday, so you might have overworked a little bit. So
yeah, a bit of headache, but I don't mind speaking English for a while.
Good, that's good. So I hope that good sleeping maybe a lie in tomorrow will help you to get rid of that headache of yours better very soon. Just when we're too much, we do need some rest. So I do wish you that. So we are have just read some short facts about Thomas Jefferson. We're gonna be watching a short about gardening, and it will be somehow related to Thomas Jefferson. So, and my question is, what are things that you are proud of? What did you really tell me? Will you first explain what it is to be proud of to those who don't know the meaning of the expression?
Yes, Svetozar, I can't hear well enough. There's something wrong in connection.
Okay, so try to fix it. Okay, so, yeah.
So what does the phrase mean?
To be proud of, that's it.
Oh, to be proud of? Well, it means that you have a high opinion of yourself due to some good things you did.
Yes.
Yeah. Due to something when you helped somebody.
Okay, good. So there is the question. Thank you for explanation, Vareli. So guys, have you understood what it means to be proud of? Yura?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. So now I want you to tell me what you are proud of. So Alexander, will you please tell me some things, you know, maybe 2, 3, 1, as you wish.
I can speak English with you.
Good.
And I know some French words.
Very nice. Okay. Yeah, I attended my classes of French, so you can speak French.
And if my plan tomorrow
if my plan is realized tomorrow,
I will be proud more.
I will be proud of it as well. Very good. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Luba. What are you proud of?
So my major accomplishment is ability. Not only.
Sorry, Luba, for interrupting. So my major accomplishments, you said, or accomplishment.
Accomplishment.
Okay.
Is,
sorry for interrupting that. Good.
Is my ability not only to listen to, but also to hear a person, a company.
Very nice. Okay, it's very important. Good. Anything else? You've got a family, you've got a baby, you've got a daughter.
Yes, of course. As every parent, I'm very proud of my of my baby.
Well, she's not. How old is she?
She's 2 years old. But probably it's my major accomplishment that I'm a good mother. I'm trying to be a good mother.
I'm sure you are. Very good. Okay. And to crown it all? To crown it all? You know the expression? Crown it all, so.
Crown it all? I'm very proud of be acquainted with all of you, our Amilingo company.
Okay, our family. Good. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Luba. Okay, good. So, Valery, will you please tell us what you are proud of?
It's very hard to say because I don't know what I am proud of. Well, I try to avoid such a feeling of pride.
So well, it's just something like, you know, self-satisfaction, but it is maybe it's a kind of a need. If you don't have this satisfaction, I guess it is difficult to go on, and there is no kind of motivation. I don't know. Well, just
okay. The last time I was proud of our football national team was 6 years ago in 2008. When Russia made it to the semi-final, having beaten Greece and Sweden in the group, and we overcame the Netherlands in the quarterfinal. So that's the last time when I felt proud of the Russian national football team.
What about your personal accomplishments, Valeriy?
Well, they're not so great. So,
however,
I'm a humble person. Yeah. However, okay, I felt proud when I graduated from 2 universities of mine, having got 2 higher education. So that can be my accomplishment.
Sure.
Then once I to crown it all, my accomplishment in my career was when I worked as a substitute head of sales department for Sportmaster company.
Very good, very good. Thank you for sharing, Valeriy. Okay, good. Katya, what about you? What are things you are proud of? Personal accomplishments.
I can to be proud of.
Can be proud of, yeah.
To be proud of. Then I include these classes.
I join this class. Okay.
This class. Then I can communication with another people in English.
I can communicate. Okay. Okay, so I can communicate with different people in English, and to crown all. Anything else to add? Okay, well, it'll do. Just I have just typed for you. I can be proud. So after can, you don't use article to. Okay, so I can do something. I can be proud of joining this class, and I can communicate with different people in English. Okay, Katya?
Yes.
That's it. Don't forget about not putting to after can. Thank you. And Yulia, what about you? What are you proud of?
Maybe it's not really proud, but I am glad to do one thing in my life. Before I lived in France, in the sea, Côte d'Azur. One day I leave to Russia, to village, and I give up everything in France. And I am very glad now that I did it because France, I love so much France. It was difficult to me to do that like that, but I did it, and I'm very glad now.
Okay, so you're satisfied with your decision. Good. So you made the right decision. Very good. Thank you for sharing. So Yura, are you ready to tell us what you are proud of? Have you understood the meaning of it?
Yes, I'm ready. So my main accomplishment is that I start. I increase my skills understanding of English. I start to understand what people saying. I start to understand something when I watch English films. Yes, it's very.
So all of your accomplishments are related to English.
Yes, because I started English only 3 years ago, but 3 years ago I hate English. I think it's not.
I hate it.
Yes, I hated English. I think it's not need for me, but I
didn't need it.
Yeah, I didn't need it, but I become an adult, and I understand that it's very useful. It is very important in this time to know English. So I start to learn English, and I think it's my main accomplishment.
Very good, very good. Okay, so thank you for sharing, Yura. Okay, guys, thanks a lot for sharing. And so before we finish the class, I really want you to see the video. So let me show you the video. I guess we will we'll watch it from the beginning up to the end. That is not very long. Okay, so just a second, let me show you it once again. So here we go. So please, I would ask you to mute your microphones. Oh, and we will watch it. So it will be somehow related to Thomas Jefferson, as I told you before. Try to get the most of the information possible. So let's get started.
My name's Janet, and we're going to have a garden tour today.
Visitors to the home of former President Thomas Jefferson are often surprised to hear about his interest in plants.
We're going to talk about Jefferson as a farmer, a scientist, an incredible landscape designer, and somebody who tried amazingly in our country to get agriculture going.
Jefferson lived here at Monticello, a 2,000-hectare property in central Virginia. He designed the house and grounds and planted fruit trees. Peter Hatch is director of gardens and grounds at Monticello.
This was a laboratory for Thomas Jefferson, an Ellis Island, if you will, of new and unusual plants that came literally from around the world. Jefferson documented the planting of 330 varieties of vegetables and 170 varieties of fruit in this garden.
Thomas Jefferson collected seeds from across the world. He kept detailed records of their behavior from 1766 to 1824.
Jefferson did was plant all these things that came from the tropics of America or from Africa, and really expanded the palette. And one wonders if any man had grown so many different things in one place before Jefferson assembled all these things here at Monticello.
Hatch says his goal is to remain true to what Jefferson started at Monticello while adding to the collection.
One of my concerns has been trying to find the old varieties of vegetables, the very same species that Jefferson was growing, and also to plant it in an interpretive way so people can see this really important facet of Jefferson's worldview, horticultural view.
Chris Summers and Doug Corley are visiting from Colorado. They say Jefferson had an influence on everything they saw.
See him out here? Because he was so neat and meticulous, and even if he was experimenting.
I think he was on to something well before we are.
We could still learn a thing or two from what he's done here. Sure.
For the backyard gardener out there today. So it's quite a backyard, but he seems to have it right. So.
Peter Hatch says Thomas Jefferson's advice to plant lovers today would be to experiment. They can start, he says, with seeds harvested from Monticello. I'm Barbara Klein.
Okay, so that is the video. So would you tell me what you have understood from watching it? As we just a second, what should I do? Okay, this. So, what have you understood from this short video? Well, that is what about that Monticello, huge garden, and I want to hear what you have understood. So, Ruba, will you please start?
We saw the place where Jefferson lived, and it's very marvelous area because Jefferson organized it with his own, so to say, because he was a good architecture or designer.
Architect designer.
Designer and a farmer, a good farmer.
Okay, good. Thank you.
So that's why we saw a very beautiful garden there.
Okay, yeah, good. So, Valerie, will you please add anything else? Did you see the video? I don't know if it was possible. Valerie?
For me, it wasn't really possible. Well, I saw a small, how to say, I diminished this video. So I touched my photo, in order to see a video in a small square. For me, it was better than to have it on all the screen. Yeah. It's strange because in other classes like L and Andy's classes, there's no such a problem. I can use their videos or I can see their screen perfectly.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know what's the reason for that. Yeah.
Well, neither do I, unfortunately. If I knew, I would solve it. If you know, well, give me a tip, please. I will try to get it.
Yeah. Coming back to Jefferson, yeah, for me it's a big revelation that he wasn't only a big politician, but also a talented landscape designer, farmer, you know, gardener. So I'm really impressed by. Yes, and
well, we read a kind of interesting facts about his life, and on his tombstone, he didn't mention the fact that he was a president, so it wasn't that important for him. There were other things that he considered that were much more important for him in his life. Okay, good. And what is the director of that garden, or this huge garden? What is he keeping doing? What is his major task nowadays?
I guess his major task is keep doing what Thomas Jefferson did. I mean, they continue planting and looking after the plants. Yeah.
Exactly.
So they continue gardening. Yeah. In the same way as Thomas Jefferson did.
Okay, that's right. Thank you, Valery. Alexander, well, what was the kind of advice given by Thomas Jefferson to other people, to gardeners, lovers, those who like gardening? Have you got that advice? What was just a key word? So what would he advise if he was still alive? Alexander? No idea? Your microphone is muted. Will you please unmute it?
No, I have no idea.
Okay, who has got an idea? Yulia? Yura?
What Jefferson want to...
What was his kind of advice for those who like gardening?
Maybe he... I remember that he collected seeds, not only plants, and I think that he wanted that people live with harmony with nature, that they love nature and live with harmony with nature.
Okay. Anything else, Yulia?
Sorry, because I lose the beginning of the text. I had a problem with internet.
I see. Okay, so I see. Okay, no problems. No problems. So who remembers what was his advice? What was Jefferson's advice? No ideas. So he advised to experiment, and actually he said that people could start with seeds from taken from his garden, and there was a couple joking about that huge area, that huge garden, that it was a kind of a backyard of his. So of course it wasn't a backyard, but perhaps it was. But it was very huge in comparison to those people usually have. So, well, to experiment, it's a good, I guess, advice in many spheres of life. So it's a good thing to do. Sometimes a little bit risky, however, that's worth risking. So, guys, thanks a lot for joining this class. I was glad to see you all. Hope you will have a great evening and a marvelous weekend as well. Hope to see you next time at my classes next week. So that'll do for now. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you.